Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have with us Aditya, who got offer from Flipkart. Congratulations, Aditya, from our team Aim2crack, and thank you for joining us and sharing your experience.
Yeah. Well, thank you a lot, and thank you for this opportunity as well to share my experience.
Tell us about the company and the role for which you have got the offer.
So basically, as we know, Flipkart is an e-commerce company of India origin as well. If Flipkart is started as a startup in around 2007 by two Delhi IT graduates, and it started selling with books online, first of all, and now it is one of the largest e-commerce company in the country. And the role that they are offering is of it is associated with supply chain and management. The position is of assistant manager.
Okay. So tell us about the branches which are allowed to sit in the drive and what is the eligibility criteria.
So, there was no such eligibility criteria. It was just that there should be no backlogs.
Okay.
There was no CG criteria that was put by them. And branches were mostly core. That was mechanical, civil, IP, and IC that were allowed to sit in the process.
Okay. Tell us about the different rounds you had during this drive.
So this basically started with first of all filling the Google Forms,
Hmm.
and then they, on the basis of like your willingness to relocate pan India and your backlogs, they shortlisted the students, and they send us the interview, the list of those selected ones. After that, there were primarily three rounds. One was the written round, and two were the interview round.
Okay.
Written round was of around 60 minutes, I
Okay.
remember. So it had four sections in it. The first was the reasoning, the second was the quantitative, and there were two new, like we have not seen that in before in an exam. It was people's management and organizational skills.
Okay.
So these two were, I think, the new ones. I think they were only the decision one who are
Mm-hmm.
going to decide that whether you're going to get into or not, because the first two were of a moderate level.
Okay.
Uh, so next two was important, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So can you give some example on this people management round and what type of questions you have got?
Yeah, sure. I'll start with the first section. So that was reasoning. That was basic reasoning that we get in almost all of the companies.
Hmm.
Then there was a moderate level aptitude questions of solving. And then these two sections, I'll go first with people management. So basically, since this role is of around management only, this is how you're gonna manage your people around you, how you're going to manage your situation around you, how you're going to react to your situation. So based on this section was there. So basically, I remember a question like in people's management, like you're working in a team. Most questions were related to if you're working in a team, and then situations were given. You know, certain situations like you're feeling any trouble in delivering to the customer, or you're feeling any trouble within the company itself. Then what are going to be your as a manager, how you are going to react to the situation. So that was thing. You were given options around three to four. The very important part was that those options were very like similar to each other.
Okay.
So deciding among them that which is going to be the best was a main thing that is going to fetch you points on that. So that was there. Like I remember a question that if you are given, if it takes around 3 days for a paint on a chair to get dry, then how many days are you going to promise to the customer that in
Okay.
how many days you're going to deliver him. So depending on certain extra situations like humidity what is there around you in the area you're working, the place where it is to be delivered. So these things, keeping in these things in mind, you have to choose the answers, that those options among them. That was a tricky one, to be honest. It was very new to us. First of all, we've not seen those things before. So this was like, and then the last section was a higher level, because in that you have to choose two options: the very best and the very worst.
Okay.
Both of them you have to choose. You have to give a thumbs up for the best one and thumbs down for the worst one that you're not going to do. It was again around situations only, which was like if you're working in a company, then if this situation happens, what you're going to do, what is likely to be your decision, how you're going to manage the situation.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the thing. I don't remember the exact questions, but yeah, it was around this only. So you have to be very attentive. You have to be very honest to the situation. Like just keep yourself at that place, and then whatever comes in your mind first, that with logic, whatever answer you should think, that should be with logic. So you should go with that answer, I think.
Okay. So there were four sections total for 60 minutes. In which platform they have conducted this test?
It was on a CoCube's platform.
Okay. When you got the result, and do you have any idea how many students shortlisted after this round?
Uh, a total of 215, I remember. 216, sorry, 216 were allowed to give the test.
Okay.
On 20th of August, we
Okay.
gave the test. And then we got our result, sorry, on 26th of August. We gave the test, and we around 30th of August, we got the result of the first round.
Hmm.
And after that, we were well informed before that the interview is going to take place in the range of 5 to 7th of September. Since it was a pan India, so they have given different range dates to different students or different colleges. So 16 were shortlisted after
Okay.
the first round.
Okay.
Out of 216, 16 people were shortlisted. So yeah, I was among one of them.
Hmm.
So till now I had no like I'm going into it or something like that. But after getting shortlisted, I got serious for the interview.
Okay.
Uh, then my journey started preparing for the interview. So I started preparing. I took the help of the one who got selected last year,
Okay.
with the help of LinkedIn. That was the very first thing in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
to get connected to those people. So luckily, I got a really good, senior from a different college, but
Okay.
he was really very helpful, and his guidance was very important. It
Mm-hmm.
proved very helpful in answering my questions or preparing for my interview.
Okay. The number seems to be very less. Out of 216, they selected, shortlisted only
Yeah, that
16
was a
people.
shock to us as well, because we thought that because we are the one who got the Flipkart to our college first time. Since I was a PR also, I'm working as a PR also with my branch.
Okay.
So this was shocking to us. We thought that it's going to be a good number, but yeah, the very first shortlisting was very shocking.
Hmm.
I think from my branch itself, five people or five or six were shortlisted.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So tell us about the first round of interview. Like how long it went.
Yeah, so okay, so I start with that. We received a mail from HRD that your interview is scheduled on 6th of September at 12 in the noon. So it was named as a business interview.
Okay.
It was named as a business interview. And basically, the name our organizer was given, and along with that, we're going to interview as well was given. So I took a edge. I went to LinkedIn to search about the person first of all who is going to interview me.
Okay.
So he was at a director level at Flipkart.
Okay.
So that made me a little nervous. So
Hmm.
okay, it's not someone uh, like he had experience of around 11 to 12 years. So very first thing that came to my mind, that I have to be very honest to the
Hmm.
interviewer, because I cannot fool him at all. He's going to know everything about me just with my resume. Okay, so it started at 12. So first of all, he was a very helpful and very cool person. The interviewer, he made me feel very comfortable first of all by introducing himself first of all, then asked me to introduce, and he asked me to get relaxed. It's not
Okay.
nothing big. We are going to just have a conversation. So that made me feel very relaxed. And then he started. My first thing that he had a look at my resume, and then as I mentioned, few skills related to supply chain and management.
Okay.
Since it is a part of our curriculum also in industrial and production engineering, so it was a bit easy for me to mention those skills in my resume. So first of all, he went with Lean Six Sigma. That's a tool that we use in our industries to reduce the waste and give the maximum output. He was himself a trainer, since he was training many people in his organization as well for Lean Six Sigma. So he took a good interest in Lean Six Sigma, and I prepared also myself in Lean Six Sigma. So we starting around 2 to 3 minutes, I guess. We went on Lean Six Sigma only, that what it is, that how many types of waste, and the first thing, and the last thing he asked me during that was, how you know about this,
Hmm.
all this, because we don't expect a BTech graduate to understand these things. So I said, no, sir, we have that in our curriculum. I'm lucky enough that I have that in my industrial production as a curriculum. So he said, okay, because he even said at a point that, क्या तुम देख के पढ़ रहे हो कहीं से? So I had to say, no, I can share my screen. There's nothing like that.
Okay.
We have that in our curriculum. So yeah, so it gave a good impression first of all. The starting impression was good because of these 6 seconds. And then he went to supply chain. That he went through my resume, as I said, he had went. So he had seen that I have worked mostly on data analysis or machine learning part. My internships were also on machine learning, data analysis,
Okay.
and stuff like that. So he said that these are good skills, but supply chain is very different from it. Then
Hmm.
why are you coming to this now as an engineer? No, why are you coming? You could go to that sense very easily. You have good internship experience in that. I said, no, sir. The urge for this supply chain came to me in this the second wave of COVID.
Okay.
The 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 shortage of oxygen, and the most important was the supply that we didn't have, because we didn't have a supply chain. So that was there. So then he said, okay, if you have this urge, then how are your skills helpful in that? How you go? So basically he wanted me to correlate my skills to supply chain and management.
Hmm.
How is that skills important? That is going to help the or be beneficial to the end customer. How are your skills beneficial? So I had prepared for that very well,
Okay.
that analytics is a very important part and supply chain is going to depend on analytics in future. I prepared myself for that. So I related those things to supply chain, how you can apply machine learning in supply chain, how you can apply data analytics, a very important part in supply chain. So he was good. He was kind of like, yeah, he was convinced by my answers. Then then he went on the next part. Then okay, then we'll have a question of it was a kind of case study. He said we are going to discuss something right now. So I said okay, I'm ready. So he started throwing questions. So he said, suppose you are going to hire a laborer for a festive season. This was a question I remember, that we are going to hire laborers for a festive season, and we have certain conditions that he started mentioning one by one. First was that have to deliver 100 items per hour. We have to deliver this,
Hmm.
and our packaging rate is 90 per hour,
Okay.
and then the delivery time is around 100 per hour. We are
Okay.
delivering 100 per hour. We have to deliver 100 per
Hmm.
hour,
Hmm, hmm.
but our packaging is 90 per hour right now.
Okay.
So definitely that you can see that we have to get few more laborers for it to manage our
Hmm.
working capacity, and we can mostly work in an 8 hour shift. The
Okay.
laborers can work in an 8 hour shift. So
Okay.
he asked me that how will you approach this, and tell me that how many more, if currently we have around 50 people working with us, then how many more people you are going to get hired so that this works get done. It was a very new thing. I have never seen that. That how you're going.
Hmm.
It was not a simple question that he was asking. But so I said, okay, can I use my pen and paper? He said, yeah, definitely you can. So I took a pen and I started writing whatever he has told. And I was having a conversation with him as well. I was not silent or quiet during that
Yeah.
time. So after noting it down, I thought that it's a simple unitary question. I can do it. So I just calculated few things and I came up with the answer of 20. He said, okay, can you explain it how you came to this point? So I think my answer was not correct, to be honest.
Okay.
But the approach that he saw, I think that was important. Because I mentioned few extra things like whenever, because since we have been in PTech, we have seen this, that always one thing is very important, that you should always care of that. It is not going to be as we are planning. Things
Hmm.
can change
Yeah.
at any time. Since you are a manager, so you have to be prepared for that also. So you have to hire few extra people than whatever point you are getting. If I'm getting a 20 as an answer and I'm hiring 20 only exactly, then it can fail
Yeah.
at any point. So I have to add a factor of safety as well, of around 5 to 10 people more. So that is what I think he liked in that approach. He said, yeah, okay, it's almost good working with that question. So around 10 to 15 minutes was over within these things only of the interview. And then the next part he went was on my leadership quality. Since
Okay.
he said that you know that this position is for managing people. You're going to manage 100, 200, 300 people daily. So how can you prove yourself, prove your leadership quality to me? So since I was a PR, so that gave me a little edge, that this is the leadership quality that I can show. And also I was working with my quest club as a co-head. So these things I told him that yeah, these are the skills where I have proved myself as a leader, because I was selected as a PR from the class board.
Hmm.
So these things he liked it. Yeah, okay. He was convinced a bit by these things that yeah, okay, good at leadership as well. Now he came at a few, like rapid fire round.
Yeah.
It was kind of that something. So he started with like, first of all, suppose we have you're at a last mile center of Flipkart, and suddenly this the workers who are the delivery boys are going on a strike due to wages. What is going, and how are you going to handle it? So I thought it okay. I took around 10 to 15 seconds. I said okay. So I came up with the answer that what is going to be my responsibility. First of all, since I'm a manager, my responsibility is that work should get done anyhow. My responsibility is that the consumer should not be affected by this strike. So I'll make those workers or those delivery boys feel that they are not alone. I am one out of them. If they want to raise their voice, I can put those, those demands in front of upper authorities. But I am not one who is going to make a decision. I can, make them fear that if you are doing for this, I can hire someone else because we have 100 more paid waiting. But if you lose this job, it will be hard for you to get into the job. So I'll make them understand that if your demands are genuine, it's my total work that I put this forward in the upper management, but the decision does not lie in your hand or mine. So let's not waste time and let's not that we should not work because this is not going to pull anything. So this is how something and more things I told about those. So this is how I convinced things, and then he started me about the thing that okay, suppose we are about like 1 or 2 minutes was left in the interview. I remember, so kind of I was excited to know myself that how I gave. So
Yeah.
at the
Mm.
end, I just said that, sir, I hope I stood on all the parameters that you were checking for. So he was like, yeah, quick, let's go with a quick feedback.
Okay.
So he gave me a positive response with that. So that was a clever thing which anybody who is going through an interview can, in this way you can get to know that what, because you should always get a feedback.
Hmm.
That whatever you are speaking to a person for around and half an hour, you should know that how he liked you or not, that did all the parameters were checked or not. So he gave me a positive response, and I was a little confident that okay, things may go good.
Yeah.
So I should prepare for the next round as well. So yeah, things went well. It was around after 1 or 2 days, results were there out, and we again got the interview mail for the HR round.
Okay, like how many has been shortlisted for second round after
Out
first
of
round?
16, 8 were shortlisted again
Okay.
for this. So, again, my next round was on 9th of September. It was told that it's HR round, but actually it wasn't an HR round. It was more of a technical round. I felt that.
Okay.
Yeah, so because he was the one who took a deep interest in my projects during the internship. So the interviewer was again a daily experienced person and definitely a very cool. And he made me relax as well. First of all, when we joined, then he even asked me that, "Do you want to do my interview first or shall I do yours?"
Okay.
That was a very refreshing thing. So I said no, no. So and I was also like, yeah, yeah, I'll ask you things first to you. So he said, yeah, okay, go on then. So I was like, what do you do? What is your role in Flipkart? Like how long it has been associated with you, and how long are you interviewing people like?
Okay.
So he was very cool in answering those questions. And he found it very good. He said that was very good. Okay, so let's start with you now. I said, yeah, it's from mine. Now you can start.
Okay.
Okay, so we started with this. The very first thing was the introduction only that
Hmm.
he also asked me. Then he went to he had a quick look at my resume, and then he started with my first internship. That was in data science domain. So he asked me to explain my project first of all. That what was this project, what you did, what was exactly your role. So every detail he checked. He checked on every detail. Like
Yeah.
what languages, what coding languages did you use, what tools you used to analyze data,
Aditya,
what
can
was the
you
outcome
can
of
you
it.
explain a little bit about your project?
Yeah. Okay. So I had two internships which I had mentioned on my resume. The one was in data science domain. So that I did with a private firm in Hyderabad during my summer intern, I guess. And then so that was around, like I helped them to develop a new product with the R&D team.
Okay.
Uh, they were working. This was a company that used to develop organic products
Hmm.
for people consumption day-to-day basis, like multivitamins and etc etc. So they were trying to find a new a product they were developing. So they had certain criteria that in this product with this we need this much amount of protein, we need this much amount of carbohydrates or this much amount of magnesium, whatever they had given an entire list of that. And we have these 10 to 20 herbs that we are going to use this, since this was an organic product. So we are going to use this 10 to 20 herbs. So we need to find in what composition each of these products shall be used, so that we can, form a product in the best possible way.
Okay.
So this was the product. This was the project that I worked on. So it involved, first of all, the analysis of the data that they gave. So I used the Tableau on that exclusively to analyze the data and get to a conclusion that, first of all, what herbs can be shortlisted out of the 10 to 20 herbs that we have, which are going to beneficial for most of the portion that we want to form. So that is how, first of all, we shortlisted the herbs working with R&D team. And after shortlisting the herbs, my responsibility was to find a machine learning to program a machine learning project, so that we can predict on the basis of amount that we are going to, enter, that herb A is going to be this much percentage, herb B is going to be this much percentage. So what is going to be the final compositions of different proteins, different carbohydrates,
Mm-hmm.
magnesium, or different. So this was done. So this was project that I did on Python, using Python and machine learning skills.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the project. And then so he was very keen to know everything, like
Mm.
the even the herb. He wanted to ask me the name of the herb. I said, that was not told to me, sir. I was working with plant A and plant B only, so I
Okay.
didn't add the name of that. So yeah. So after that, I did one more thing with that organization, that they had shared me a bunch of data, a bunch of Google form responses.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to analyze that how are consumer responding to their product.
Okay.
They had a survey around this. So yeah, again I used Tableau and Python, both of them, to analyze the data set. So then he asked me that what were those, the outcome of those things, that what you observed. So those observations I shared with him, that this particular age group is preferring it. This
Mm-hmm.
particular age group is not very interested in the, program or in the product. So that is how it went. So yeah, so and then again he came on my second internship that I did. So that was also more of a, analysis part, that was not related to machine learning. That was more of using data to come to a conclusion. So he asked me few. Now he started giving me few circumstances, that suppose you are working and working with supply chain members of the Flipkart, and suppose we are facing a problem. That, so how are these skills, again the same thing, how are these skills gonna help us?
Mm-hmm.
Are they really helpful? So while discussing this, I think he went a step forward and he started asking about, he said that we already have these things, like whatever you're talking about, that data analysis or machine learning. Don't you think that we have already applied this to the organization?
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely you have applied, sir. It's not a new thing, definitely. But I, as a fresher, have my knowledge, limited to these parts. He started then going to AI, that can you use artificial intelligence in future? I said, so the very first thing that I learned while preparation, that to be honest to the interviewer, and then suggest others also, that if you don't have that skill, then don't show off.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately said that, sir, definitely AI is a very big picture, and I know a very little part of it, so I will not like to comment that whether we can use it or not in future.
Mm-hmm.
So that thing, so he was like convinced, okay, okay, you don't know, that's okay, you should not tell about it. So after that, he went few more questions of like, if you are working in an organization like this, why you are choosing a Flipkart, because you can go in many data science domains, you have good internships, again the same thing. So again I have to correlate the supply chain part to my skills, or my situations, what I'm trying to do, or how, why Flipkart, first of all. That was a very good question, that I feel that both of the interviews asked me,
Okay.
why Flipkart? Like, you're a BTech fresher graduate, you're going to get much options during
Mm.
the college placement. Why Flipkart, basically? So I said that, first of all, the confidence that you are showing in a BTech graduate, that you are offering a position of an assistant manager, that itself is very, very kind of, building confidence in the fresher as well. That you are showing such a confidence in us, that we can do this event. So I think this, no company is going to take a risk in such a position, to hire a fresher and let them work.
Mm.
So I think that is what is attractive about Flipkart, that it is ready to, experiment, and the phrase that they follow, we dare to maximize. They follow a phrase. So that is, I think that is the best thing I'm liking about it. That's why I'm giving a chance. So that's it, I think. And then few general questions, that if you want to ask me anything. So
Okay.
yeah, I went to ask about role, about responsibilities, possible locations. So yeah, these were general things that interviewed, and then I think it got over within 20 minutes only. It was 20 25 minutes
Okay.
lasted. So since after second interview, since it was told that this is an HR interview and my entire interview went on machine learning and data analysis,
Hmm.
I was a bit worried that why like has he not liked me as a supply chain manager, or doesn't he feel that I can work in that domain? So so that was like a bit of tension for 3 to 4 days, I honest. Then around 30th of September, our results were announced, complete results, and yeah, that was a very important moment for me that I was selected for this match. Yeah,
Okay.
four a total of four of offers were selected. Yeah,
Okay. So all the four are for supply chain management.
yeah, the role was same for all.
Okay, fine then. Do you have any suggestions for somebody who is preparing for this supply chain management role or general management role?
To be honest, first of all, we don't have very much opportunity as a fresher graduate. You know that many companies are not going to offer you those. But if some are offering that, you should take most out of it. The very first thing, if you want to go in this role, is I feel like is you have to be very very communicative,
Hmm.
because dealing with people, you're dealing with people. You're not going to deal with machines. You're going to deal with people. So being very communicative, trying to understand them very properly and trying to make yourself also very expressive. What you're trying to say, that should be understood by those people. So being very communicative is very important. You have to be clear with your communication. And second thing is that you have to be a kind of leader. This is really important, as I felt that, because your decisions are going to affect the last mile customers.
Yeah.
Whatever decisions you are going to take at your center, those are going to be applied pan India, and those are going to get the last customer that we are seeing, he's going to get affected. So you have to be very good at decision. And other things are like, be very true to your resume. Don't try to fool the interviewer. He's very smart. He's much more smarter than you. He's doing it for 10 to 11 years. So he has a great sense of understanding just by seeing your resume. So be very honest with your resume. Be honest to your knowledge also. Don't try to show off. If you don't know anything, be gentle and just say that we don't know this. Don't try to make the interviewer feel that no, I know everything and I've learned a lot from many people and this internship, that internship. Don't do that, because they know that as a BTech what can you do,
Yeah.
as a fresher graduate what you can do. They know that very well. So be very honest. Don't try to show off. Don't think of results. Results are definitely not on your hand. Because if you're going to think of your result during an interview or your written test, it's gonna be a bad result only. So don't think of results. Don't put that in your mind. Just think of the process that you're enjoying right now.
Okay, Aditya, thank you for joining us and sharing your experience. We at Aim to Crack wish you all the best for your career at Flipkart.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. Also. Thank you.